Welcome back to our channel. We're thrilled to have you here as we continue this transformative journey together. Let's dive deeper into Stoic wisdom and unlock the tools to create a life of purpose, clarity, and strength. Have you ever felt like you're capable of so much more, living better, achieving more, and truly becoming the strongest version of yourself? But instead, you find yourself caught in worries, procrastination, and old habits. Imagine if you could take back control of your life, every thought, every action, every moment filled with purpose and meaning. That's not some distant dream, it's entirely within your reach. The philosophy of Stoicism, taught by Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Zeno, has helped millions from ancient times to the modern day master their lives. And now it's your turn. Welcome to the 21-day journey to transform your life through Stoic wisdom. This isn't just about lofty theories or empty advice. It's about practical, profound lessons that will help you create meaningful change from within, starting today. Don't just watch. Be part of this journey. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single day, and share your experience in the comments below. We want to hear your story and walk this powerful path with you. Ready? Let's dive into day 1 and begin creating your masterpiece of a life. Day 1. Master what you can control. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that a storm of events, some good, some bad, awaits you. Traffic jams, a challenging boss, unexpected bills, or even a sunny day, a kind word or a small victory. Life throws its curveballs, often indifferent to our hopes or fears. The ancient Stoics knew this reality intimately and crafted a philosophy to navigate it with grace and resilience. They believed that peace begins the moment you focus on what you can control and release what you cannot. Epictetus, a former slave turned renowned philosopher, reminds us, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them." This simple but profound truth lays the foundation of day 1 of your Stoic journey. Today we focus on the dichotomy of control, the cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. So, what can you control? The Stoics teach that our lives can be divided into 2 spheres. 1. What we can control, our thoughts, actions, reactions, and choices. 2. What we cannot control, other people's opinions, external events, and outcomes. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor known as the Philosopher King, often reflected on this dichotomy in his personal journal, Meditations. Despite ruling one of the greatest empires in history, Marcus understood that he had no control over many aspects of his reign. Plagues, wars, betrayals, they were beyond him. Instead, he focused on his inner virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is not a call to passivity. Far from it. Accepting what you cannot control frees you to pour your energy into what truly matters: your thoughts, your actions, and how you respond to life's challenges. A practical exercise, drawing the circle. Today, let's engage in a simple but transformative exercise. Take a piece of paper and draw 2 circles. The inner circle represents what you can control: your decisions, your focus, your reactions. The outer circle contains what you cannot control: the weather, someone else's behavior, or past mistakes. Now, pick one thing from the outer circle that's been weighing on your mind. Maybe it's a colleague's criticism, an unresolved conflict, or anxiety about an uncertain future. Acknowledge it for what it is, outside your control. Take a deep breath and mentally let it go. Then, turn your attention to the inner circle. What can you do today to bring clarity, purpose, or progress? Perhaps it's preparing better for a presentation, exercising patience with a loved one, or simply starting the habit of mindfulness. By shifting your focus to the inner circle, you reclaim your power. Responsibility is not a burden, it's freedom. When you accept that your actions and mindset are yours alone to command, you unlock a deeper level of self-respect. The Stoics didn't promise a life free of pain or hardship. Instead, they offered tools to transform these challenges into opportunities for growth. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, famously lost his wealth in a shipwreck. Devastating as it was, Zeno viewed the event as a turning point. He began his philosophical studies, laying the groundwork for a philosophy that has endured for centuries. Reflecting on his loss, he remarked, "I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck." Think about that for a moment. Adversity isn't just something to endure, it's a teacher, a guide. It's a chance to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and courage. Today, commit to letting go of one thing outside your control. Choose to face your challenges with clarity and purpose. Journal your thoughts. What is one external worry I've been holding on to? What can I control today to improve my well-being or the well-being of others? Remember, this is just the beginning. The journey toward mastering what you can control is a daily practice. Each step strengthens your ability to face life with grace, wisdom, and an unshakable calm. As Marcus Aurelius put it, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Now is your time to begin. Let go of the uncontrollable. Focus on what truly matters. Day 1 is the first step in transforming your life, one decision at a time. Are you ready to step into your power? You learn to distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot, and will go deeper by focusing on identifying your core values, the compass that guides your life. Day 2. Define your core values. Stop for a moment and ask yourself, what matters most to you? Family, health, freedom, or the pursuit of knowledge? In a noisy world filled with distractions, identifying your core values is crucial, not just to live a meaningful life, but also to guide you through life's challenges. Epictetus, who endured the hardships of slavery before becoming a renowned philosopher, emphasized, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This profound statement lays the foundation for day 2 of your Stoic journey. Identifying your core values helps you stand firm against temptations and pressures. Like a lighthouse, they guide you in the right direction, even during the most difficult times. The Stoics understood that a person's worth is not determined by their social status or external achievements, but by how they live according to their principles. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, often reminded himself, "Each day ask yourself, am I living in accordance with my values?" When you don't identify what matters most, you're easily swept away by things that don't truly hold meaning. A life without core values is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly. But when you clearly know your values, every decision becomes more straightforward, and you gain the strength to say no to what doesn't serve your higher purpose. Practical exercise. Identifying your values. Today, you will take time to explore and define your core values. This exercise will help you clarify what truly matters to you. 1. Write down 10 things you value most. Oh, these could relate to family, career, health, learning, or anything else meaningful to you. 2. Narrow the list down to 3 core values. Oh, ask yourself, what can I not live without? Oh, for example, if you choose family, ask, am I willing to make sacrifices to protect my family? 3. Write a sentence explaining each value. Oh, example, I value health because it is the foundation for everything else I want to achieve in life. 4. Compare your values with your current actions. Oh, ask yourself, does my current life reflect these values? If not, what changes do you need to make to live in alignment with them? Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said that true freedom comes from living in harmony with nature and your personal values. When you live according to what you hold dear, you are not swayed by others' expectations or societal pressures. Imagine someone who hasn't defined their values. They spend hours scrolling through social media, influenced by others' lives, and often feel inadequate. But when you live with clear values, you perceive these distractions differently. You recognize that your time is precious, and you use it to serve a greater purpose. A story from Marcus Aurelius. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself to live by his values, especially during times of pressure from his court and the demands of war. He wrote, "No one can take away your dignity if you do not surrender it yourself." This statement is a powerful reminder that your values lie within you and are not dependent on others. Today, dedicate time to identifying and writing down your 3 core values. Then reflect on how you can live more in alignment with them. Are you spending time on things that do not serve your values? What habits do you need to change to live in accordance with what matters most to you? Write in your journal. What are my most important core values? How can I better live in alignment with these values? Remember, identifying your values is the first step, but living by them is a journey. To end today, reflect on Epictetus's wisdom. Don't do anything that goes against what you know is right. Day 2 is your opportunity to build a clear moral compass that will guide you through every challenge ahead. Are you ready to live a more meaningful life? Once you've clarified your core values, the next step is to free your mind from unnecessary worries. Next, you'll learn how to let go of the things that disrupt your peace. Day 3. Let go of unnecessary worries. Have you ever found yourself worrying about something beyond your control? Perhaps it's an upcoming meeting, a comment someone made, or even a fear of what might happen tomorrow. These worries take root in our minds, consuming our energy and disrupting our peace. The Stoics understood the destructive power of such thoughts and offered a path to freedom. Let go of what you cannot control. Epictetus, the wise philosopher, reminds us, it is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. This is the essence of Day 3. Worry often arises not from the situations we face, but from how we interpret and react to them. By reframing our perspective and letting go of what doesn't serve us, we can reclaim our peace of mind. Worry is a natural human tendency rooted in our desire for certainty and control. However, many of the things we stress over, other people's opinions, outcomes of decisions, or hypothetical scenarios, are entirely beyond our influence. Marcus Aurelius, faced with the immense pressures of ruling an empire, often reflected on this truth in Meditations. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. When we focus on what we can't control, we become prisoners of our own thoughts. But when we shift our attention to what is within our power, we regain clarity and purpose." Practical exercise, the Worry Journal. Today, we will tackle unnecessary worries with a simple but powerful exercise. The Worry Journal. 1. Identify your worries. Take 5 to 10 minutes to write down everything you're currently worried about. Don't filter or judge, just let your thoughts flow onto the page. 2. Sort your worries. Draw 2 columns on a new page. Column 1, what I can control. Column 2, what I cannot control. Place each worry into the appropriate column. 3. Take action where possible. For worries in the what I can control column, identify one small action you can take today to address them. Example. If you're worried about a work deadline, break the task into smaller steps and start immediately. 4. Release the uncontrollable. For worries in the what I cannot control column, consciously decide to let them go. You can even say to yourself, this is beyond my control. I release it. 5. Reflect. Spend a few minutes journaling about how it feels to let go of unnecessary worries. Letting go of worries is not about ignoring challenges or responsibilities. It's about freeing yourself from the mental weight of things you cannot change. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed that true freedom comes from aligning our thoughts and actions with what is within our power. By releasing the uncontrollable, we become more effective and focused in addressing what truly matters. Imagine carrying a heavy bag filled with stones. Each stone represents a worry you've been holding onto. Now, imagine dropping the bag and walking away. How much lighter would you feel? This is the freedom Stoicism offers, a liberation from unnecessary burdens. In his reflections, Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to stay present and not be consumed by worries about the future. He wrote, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." This wisdom invites us to trust in our ability to handle challenges as they arise, rather than wasting energy worrying about what might never happen. Today, commit to identifying and letting go of at least one unnecessary worry. Use the Worry Journal exercise to sort through your thoughts and focus your energy where it truly matters. Write in your journal, what worry have I been holding on to that is beyond my control? What action can I take today to address something within my power? Remember, letting go is not a one-time act, it's a practice. Each time you release a worry, you strengthen your ability to face life with clarity and calm. To close, reflect on this insight from Epictetus. When you are disturbed by events, remind yourself, these are not your fears but your judgments about them, and you have the power to change those judgments. Day 3 is your opportunity to free your mind from unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. Are you ready to lighten your load and step into a life of greater peace? After letting go of unnecessary worries, it's time to turn your attention to how you react to life situations. Today, we'll explore the power of observing and changing your reactions. Day 4. Observe and change your reactions. Life is full of challenges: an impatient driver cutting you off in traffic, a colleague criticizing your work, or a loved one saying something that stings. In these moments, we often react instinctively, letting frustration, anger, or hurt dictate our actions. But what if you could pause, observe your reaction, and choose a response that aligns with your values? Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Day 4 of your Stoic journey is about learning to master your reactions. By becoming aware of your emotional responses, you can transform automatic, unhelpful reactions into deliberate, thoughtful actions. Your reaction to a situation often has a greater impact than the situation itself. A single moment of anger can damage a relationship. A hasty decision made in frustration can lead to regret. Marcus Aurelius, despite facing immense pressures as emperor, often reflected on the importance of staying calm and composed. He wrote in Meditations, "You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Every time you react impulsively, you give away that power. But by observing your reactions, you reclaim control over your actions and your peace of mind. Practical exercise: the pause and reflect method. Today, practice observing your reactions using the pause and reflect method. 1. Notice the trigger. Throughout the day, pay attention to moments when you feel upset, frustrated, or reactive. Example: someone criticizes your work in a meeting and you feel anger rising. 2. Pause before responding. Take a deep breath. Count to 3. This pause creates space between the trigger and your reaction. 3. Reflect on your response. Ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Will reacting impulsively help or hurt the situation? What response aligns with my values? Choose a thoughtful response. Respond in a way that reflects patience, understanding, or assertiveness, whichever is appropriate. Example: instead of snapping back at the criticism, thank the person for their feedback and ask constructive questions. 5. Review your progress. At the end of the day, write in your journal. What situations triggered you? How did you respond? What could you improve next time? Changing how you react doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means channeling them in a way that aligns with your values and benefits the situation. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, faced numerous setbacks, including losing his wealth in a shipwreck. Instead of reacting with despair, he turned his misfortune into an opportunity to study philosophy, laying the groundwork for Stoicism. His example reminds us that we can transform adversity into growth by choosing our reactions wisely. Imagine how different your life would be if you responded to challenges with calm and purpose instead of frustration or fear. By practicing this skill, you'll not only improve your relationships and decision-making, but also cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. One of Marcus Aurelius's greatest challenges as emperor was dealing with betrayal and criticism from those close to him. Instead of lashing out, he would remind himself, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today I will encounter people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil." This practice of mentally preparing for difficult people helped him maintain his composure and focus on what he could control, his own actions and thoughts. Today, commit to observing and adjusting your reactions. Use the pause and reflect method to handle situations thoughtfully instead of impulsively. Write in your journal, what triggers my strongest reactions? How can I respond in a way that reflects my values? Remember, every time you pause and choose a deliberate response, you strengthen your ability to navigate life with clarity and resilience. To end the day, reflect on this wisdom from Epictetus. When you're offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then, you will forget your anger. Day 4 is your opportunity to break free from impulsive reactions and embrace thoughtful, value-driven responses. Are you ready to take control of your emotions and create positive change in your life? Now that you've begun mastering your reactions, the next step is to discover the power of silence. Today, you'll learn how to use silence to listen, understand, and maintain self-control. Day 5, the power of silence. In a world that constantly demands our attention and opinions, silence has become a rare and undervalued skill. But the Stoics understood the profound power of silence, not as a form of withdrawal, but as a tool for reflection, clarity, and self-control. Epictetus reminds us we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Day 5 of your Stoic journey is about practicing deliberate silence. By choosing when to speak and when to remain silent, you can better understand others, conserve your energy, and align your words with your values. Words are powerful, but they can also be harmful if spoken carelessly. A thoughtless comment can damage relationships, while unnecessary chatter can cloud your focus. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the value of restraint in speech. In Meditations, he wrote, "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." Silence allows us to pause, reflect, and choose our words wisely. It helps us listen more deeply, understand more clearly, and respond more thoughtfully. Practical exercise. Practicing silence in key moments. Today, focus on practicing silence in 3 key situations. 1. When faced with conflict, instead of reacting immediately, pause and listen. Ask yourself, do I need to respond, or will silence serve me better? Example. In a heated discussion, hold back from retaliating with anger. Let the other person finish and respond only when you feel composed. 2. When tempted to gossip or criticize, gossip and criticism often do more harm than good. Practice holding back unnecessary comments about others. Reflect. Are my words adding value, or am I speaking just to fill the silence? 3. During moments of reflection, set aside 5 to 10 minutes of complete silence today. No speaking, no distractions, just time to observe your thoughts and feelings. Use this moment to journal or meditate on what's truly important. Silence is not about passivity, it is about strength. It takes courage and self-discipline to withhold unnecessary words, especially in a culture that values constant expression. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed that wisdom grows in silence. By listening more and speaking less, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Imagine how your relationships might improve if you practiced listening more than speaking. Picture how much clarity you'd gain by reflecting in silence before making important decisions. By embracing silence, you create space for wisdom to emerge. As an emperor, Marcus Aurelius faced constant criticism and flattery from those around him, yet he often chose silence as his response. He wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." By holding back unnecessary words, Marcus preserved his dignity and focused on actions that aligned with his principles. His silence was not a weakness, but a strength, a refusal to be drawn into trivial matters or reactive speech. Today, commit to practicing deliberate silence. Choose 1 or more of the following. Hold back from reacting impulsively in a conflict. Refrain from gossip or unnecessary criticism. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in complete silence to reflect or meditate. Write in your journal. When do I speak unnecessarily, and why? How can silence help me better align with my values today? To close, reflect on this wisdom from Epictetus. Let silence be your goal. If you must speak, be brief. Day 5 is your opportunity to experience the power of silence, not as a void, but as a space for clarity, strength, and wisdom. Are you ready to embrace this powerful tool and see how it transforms your interactions and inner peace? After practicing silence to stay calm and focused, it's time to set small, achievable goals. Practical steps that move you closer to becoming your best self. Next, we'll start building momentum through clear, intentional actions. Day 6. Setting small, achievable goals. Big dreams often inspire us, but they can also overwhelm us. We look at the mountain ahead and hesitate to take the first step. The Stoics understood this challenge and taught that greatness is built on small, consistent actions. Today, on day 6 of your Stoic journey, we focus on the power of setting and achieving small, meaningful goals that align with your values and guide you toward lasting growth. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, offers this wisdom. Do not be discouraged. Do not give up if you fail to accomplish your goals. Return to them, and no matter how often you falter, renew your efforts. The lesson is clear. Progress doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. Small goals create momentum. When we achieve even the smallest milestone, we build confidence and motivation to keep moving forward. On the other hand, aiming too high without breaking it down can lead to frustration and inaction. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, knew this well. After losing his fortune in a shipwreck, Zeno didn't rebuild his life overnight. Instead, he took small, deliberate steps, beginning with studying philosophy, and eventually laid the foundation for the Stoic school of thought. This principle applies to all areas of life: fitness, relationships, personal growth, or professional success. The key is to focus on what you can do today, not what you hope to achieve in the distant future. Practical exercise: setting your daily goal. Today, practice setting and achieving a small, manageable goal. Here's how. 1. Reflect on what matters. Consider your values from day 2. Ask yourself, what small action can I take today to live in alignment with my values? Example. If you value health, your goal might be to drink more water or take a 15-minute walk. 2. Write down your goal. Be specific and clear. Avoid vague goals. I'll exercise more. Set clear targets. I'll do 15 push-ups and a 10-minute stretch today. 3. Break it into steps or divide your goal into small actions to make it more achievable. Example. If your goal is to declutter your space, start with one drawer or one corner of a room. 4. Take action immediately. Commit to starting your goal within the next hour. Procrastination is the enemy of progress. 5. Celebrate your progress. At the end of the day, reflect on what you accomplished. Acknowledge even the smallest victories. They are the building blocks of change. The Stoics remind us that failure is part of the process. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me you desire a fig, I answer that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." If you stumble or fall short today, don't despair. Recognize your effort, learn from the experience, and renew your commitment tomorrow. Remember, the journey is what shapes you, not the destination. Building long-term habits. Small goals don't just lead to big results, they also create habits. Repetition is the mother of mastery. By consistently achieving small victories, you train your mind and body to embrace discipline and persistence. Imagine the difference a single small action each day could make over a year. A 15-minute daily walk adds up to over 90 hours of exercise. Writing one paragraph a day could lead to an entire book. Small actions, compounded over time, have transformative power. Marcus Aurelius faced monumental responsibilities as emperor, yet he approached them with a practical mindset. He wrote, "Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Never let the grandeur of the task deter you from beginning." This philosophy allowed him to stay grounded and focused, addressing challenges one step at a time. It's a reminder that even the greatest leaders start with small actions. Today, commit to setting and achieving one small goal. Use the steps above to ensure it's clear, manageable, and aligned with your values. Write in your journal, "What small action will I take today to move closer to my goals? How did achieving this goal make me feel?" What can I learn from today's progress? Small goals are not insignificant. They are the foundation of greatness. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you envision for yourself. To close, reflect on this wisdom from Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. Today is your opportunity to take that first step. Are you ready to turn intention into action and embrace the power of small, consistent progress? With small goals in motion, now is the time to reflect on your first week of progress. Today, we'll pause to celebrate your achievements and prepare for the week ahead. Day 7. Reflect and celebrate your progress. The first week of your Stoic journey has come to an end. You've taken steps to identify what you can control, define your core values, let go of unnecessary worries, and practice deliberate silence. You've started setting small, achievable goals. Today, we pause to reflect on what you've accomplished and celebrate the progress you've made, no matter how small. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. By looking back, you gain clarity about your successes and where you can improve. Reflection is not about dwelling on mistakes, but learning from them. Today, we take time to pause, reflect, and renew our commitment to growth. The Stoics believed that reflection is the key to self-improvement. Epictetus encouraged his students to review their actions at the end of each day. What did I do well? What could I have done better? What will I do differently tomorrow? Reflection allows you to assess your progress with honesty and humility. It strengthens your commitment to the path you've chosen and reminds you of your capacity for growth. Practical exercise: reflecting on your first week. Today, dedicate time to reflect on the past 6 days of your journey. Use the following steps to guide your reflection. 1. Review your actions and look back at your journal entries from the past week. Ask yourself, what did I achieve this week? Which actions brought me closer to my values and goals? Identify your strengths and celebrate the moments when you stayed aligned with your values. Example, if you practiced silence during a conflict or achieved a small goal, acknowledge your success. 3. Recognize areas for growth and be honest about where you struggled. Ask yourself, what held me back this week? Example, did procrastination or worry prevent you from taking action? Set an intention for the week ahead. Based on your reflection, choose one area to focus on improving. Example, this week I will prioritize letting go of distractions and focusing on what I can control. Express gratitude. Take a moment to be thankful for the progress you've made. Write down 3 things you're grateful for from this week. The importance of celebrating small wins. Stoicism isn't about harsh self-criticism. It's about progress, not perfection. Every small victory deserves recognition because it builds momentum. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, started his journey after losing his fortune in a shipwreck. He didn't rebuild his life overnight, but celebrated each step he took toward becoming a philosopher. This mindset of appreciating progress, no matter how small, helped him create a philosophy that has endured for centuries. Imagine how far you've already come in just 1 week. Acknowledge the effort it took to begin this journey, and know that every step forward is meaningful. Despite being emperor, Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself to reflect on his progress and shortcomings. He wrote, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This doesn't mean being harsh, it means holding yourself accountable while showing compassion for your efforts. Reflection allows you to see where you've succeeded and where you can improve, all while maintaining a sense of purpose. Today, take time to reflect on the past week. Write in your journal, what am I most proud of from this week? What lessons have I learned from my challenges? What intention will guide me in the week ahead? Plan a small celebration. Treat yourself to something that feels rewarding. This could be a walk in nature, time with a loved one, or simply enjoying a favorite meal. Reflection is not about perfection, it's about awareness. By celebrating your progress and learning from your experiences, you set the foundation for continued growth. To close today, reflect on this wisdom from Epictetus. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. You've completed the first week of your Stoic journey, a week of growth, introspection, and meaningful action. Take pride in what you've accomplished and step into the next week with clarity and purpose. Are you ready to continue building the life you envision, one day at a time? You've completed the first week of this transformative Stoic journey, laying the foundation for greater clarity, purpose, and resilience. But this is just the beginning. The next 14 days will take you even deeper, helping you cultivate gratitude, build powerful habits, and strengthen your mindset for long-term growth. Don't miss what's coming next. Join us as we continue this path toward becoming the best version of ourselves, one deliberate step at a time. See you tomorrow for day 8 in the next video.